On the docket today, desk stretches. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dr. Sarah Steffen. I'm in my office in central Wisconsin, Infinity Wellness and Chiropractic. And today I'm coming at you with a topic that's been fairly well requested. And that is to give you guys some desk stretches. So many of us sit at desks all day, every day, and we get stiff and sore and lose mobility. We need to combat that. And that's what today is all about. So I'm going to give you some stretches that you can do. Ideally, you would have more of a sit-stand desk option where you could stand at times and sit at times, right? If you don't have that option, what I recommend is setting a timer on your phone, maybe setting it for every 30 or 45 minutes and literally just getting up and moving in place, doing some just simple, even marching in place, just doing some simple range of motion can be really, really good. But even just standing up every once in a while, because I don't know if you're like me, but I can get into a mode where all of a sudden 2 or 3 hours have passed because I've just been working on a project and it's like, oh, I need to get up, right? So if you think about it and you need to, set a reminder on your phone, an alarm, so it goes off every 30 or 40 minutes. You can just get up and move. The other recommendation I have is to make sure you're drinking water throughout the course of the day as well, because that's going to naturally make you get up so you can go to the bathroom, right? Many people tell me that they do get up and down throughout the course of the day because of their need to go to a coworker's desk or to a copy machine. Great. And if you're one of those people who are sitting too long, this video really is for you. So I'm going to give you some stretches, really simple, but if you add them in on a daily basis, I think it could make a really big difference. We're going to start kind of top down. So I'm going to start simply with just some range of motion in that neck, because if we're just staring straight forward into a screen all day, it's not helping us, right? So this is what I call my 2x2x2s. So you're simply just going to take and look as far as you can to the left, as far as you can to the right, and you're going to do that twice, right? This is your 1, 2. Then you're going to tip. So you're going to laterally tip, bring that ear as close to the shoulder as you can. You'll see that I am not symmetrical. You'll see me go this way, and I just kind of stop this way, right? But that's a reason to do this, because I can continue to increase that range of motion. So I'm tipping twice. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend up, and then I'm going to tuck my chin and look down. Now, there's a difference here. I'm not just looking down. I'm purposefully tucking my chin and tipping my head down. And when I do that, I'm going to get a much larger stretch in the back of that neck, right? So then I would do that one twice as well. So your 2x2x2s, you're doing each motion twice. That could take you 15 seconds, right? Really doesn't take that long at all. And when you're doing that, you're going to increase your range of motion. You're also going to work on some muscles in that neck. Now, if you want to take it to the next level, that's when you can add in what we call an up and over. So you want to put your thumb out in front of your face, in front of your head, and you're going to stare at your thumbnail, and you're going to go up and over. So you're bringing that thumb and that shoulder and that arm up at a diagonal, and then you're following it with your eyes, right? This exercise is really good for people with low back pain. Doesn't seem like it would be, but it is. It's very good because when you go up and over to one side, it's firing up the muscles on that opposite side, right? So simple ranges of motion within that neck increases the curve, increases the strength and mobility. Super simple. Now let's move on to our wrists. Many of us are typing all day. Simple exercises again. You're going to take your fingers and just pull them straight back. Hold for a few seconds. Now flip them so your fingers are down, pulled down. You should feel a nice stretch in that forearm, right? Up, down. Feels really, really good, right? Do that on both sides. Then we're going to go into opening up that upper back. So when we're thinking about opening up our upper back, we're going to think about pulling our shoulder blades, our scapulas down and back, right? So we could do something like this, where we're opening up, we're externally rotating those arms. Again, when you're doing these exercises, you're working to pull those shoulder blades down and back, opening up these chest muscles. And our goal is to strengthen the muscles between the shoulder blades so that we can sit more upright with our shoulders rolled down and back versus hunching forward, right? We don't want this. We want to be up and open. That's why this external rotation and the scapular retraction is such a good exercise. we're going to go into that upper back. How can we stretch that upper back? So there's a few exercises that I really like here. One, I really love to add rotation in. So you could add rotation in if you don't have a whole lot of room, just by simply placing your opposite arm on your opposite knee and just rotating, really pulling that back shoulder back. I'm not trying to rotate from the hips right now. I'm really trying to almost think about wringing your spine out like if you were wringing out a washcloth, right? So you're trying to really turn that spine. This feels really, really good. I think many of us have lost the ability to really rotate because if you think about it, we don't need to rotate that much anymore. We have cameras in our cars, cameras everywhere, right? So purposefully adding in that rotation and keeping that thoracic spine, those ribs mobile and moving feels excellent. It helps us with our breathing, helps us with our diaphragm, our heart, all kinds of good things. Another way that we can do a rotational stretch is to reach forward down to our toe. So if I reach down again to my opposite toe and I bring my arm back and up, and in this situation, what I'm doing is I'm going to get a little bit deeper of a stretch, right? Because I'm pulling with this arm on the top. And again, I can switch and go the other side. Oh my gosh, you guys, this feels so good. I get a really, really nice stretch in that thoracic spine. Another good way to stretch that upper back while seated at work is to just fold yourself over. Most of the time I tell you not to have bad posture, right? This is not good. This is the one time where I will let you have a little bit more poor posture because you're gonna be purposely trying to, I'm gonna come forward on my chair a little bit more, purposely trying to stretch that upper back. So wrap your arms, if you can, around your legs, tuck that chin, and what I'm doing is I'm trying to pull up on that upper back. I'm actually pulling those scapulas apart. Now, if you can't do that, you can just hold your knees and just round that upper back. You're gonna feel a nice stretch in that upper back. One of my favorite exercises, you're gonna have to take some liberty here with me because I don't have a desk out here, but I'm gonna use this as my stand-in for a work desk. This is one of my favorites because it really is a great stretch. It feels amazing. It's kind of like the puppy dog stretch if you know your yoga moves. But if you have your desk in front of you, you put your arms in front or on top of your desktop, and then sink your head and your chest inside your shoulders. So it would look kind of like this, where I'm just letting my head and my upper body fall in between my arms. And I'm going to get a really nice stretch in that upper back. Feels great for the shoulders. Again, helps open everything up, stretch out some of those muscles. And that's one of those where do that one a few times a day if you wanted to. The next stretch I want to show you is the figure 4 stretch. This is a very common stretch that I give to a lot of people. So if you're sitting with your knee up, your ankle crossed over your other knee, from here you want to almost kind of pull up on your foot, push down on your knee, and lean forward. And here what you're going to feel is you're going to feel a really nice stretch in that glute, right? This is an excellent, excellent stretch. Now, all of these stretches you can hold. The longer you hold them, almost the better, right? I mean, to an extent. But let's say you wanted to hold each of these stretches for 15, 20, 30 seconds. That would be fantastic. This is a great stretch to hold for a longer period of time. And then obviously you're going to do each side so you're nice and balanced. You're probably going to find that there's imbalances from one side to the other. Like this side doesn't go down as easy. This knee doesn't want to fall flat like the other one does. And that's not a bad thing, but it's a good thing to note, right? So that maybe you can work on that in the future. So you can continue to work on that mobility and flexibility. Other stretches I want to show you have more to do with the neck again. This one, if you just simply bring your hand across and pull your head across, this is one good way to get a nice stretch in your neck. You can also pull your arm across your body like this and pull. And if you change the orientation of your nose, so if you still have your arm behind your back and you pull, but then you rotate your nose down, you're going to get a different muscle being stretched than if you're just pulling straight across. So recommend doing both of those. You can also take this where you hold the side of your chair to press that shoulder and then pull across. Again, all of these are variations where you're going to hit very similar muscles, But like for this one, for example, I can feel this more up into my posterior neck and even into the base of my skull. All right, so there's some desk stretches for you. I hope they are helpful in getting you a little bit more mobile throughout the course of the day, helping improve your posture. And when you feel better, you perform better, right? So you may be able to get more done, be more productive, heck, maybe even get a raise, and a promotion because you're able to do more at work. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate your support. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned because I've got new episodes that come out every Monday and Thursday.